So I'm going to this mostly blind. I watched some of the first period. I was really impressed with this like good stam usage to play at your max distance and then get a really nice shot off. Like that's just corner of the body, like really close. Goes up and hits the crossbar. Right after this, your D. I don't think Resi needs to. I assume this is 55. Like I think Chino can make that push, so he should make that push. He should stay off, and then you have two back to handle the 2-on-2 rush. So the pinch, like teams are really getting good at just instantly punishing bad pinches when you're giving up numbers. So nothing you can do that. You join the rush, and then instantly goes the other way for 2-on-1. And then here you try and lob up, pass on the money, but he can't quite knock it down. It's pretty good. And then so you make the play up. You're watching, like, there's definitely, I've already noticed just like, so you make the pass and then you're tabbing to scan, like to stim, when you probably need to be scanning the 3-on-2. So then you're late resetting. This is probably Juice's guy. And so then you have to gap up and find your guy, which I think that might be, I don't know if that's Owen or if that's Lettuce or what, but they're going to push. So you end up playing it safe. It's not always like, you don't always need to, I've kind of come around on this, like you don't always, you can 2-on-1 this guy every once in a while, especially when it's like Bubba or Owen or one of these guys. But when he's coming and like getting all that space on the cross ice, I don't think you want to give that up for too long. And then so you're going to loop back, which then sends Juice on the puck. Juice is a good enough player to handle and gap up on this, but it's a really tough like attack. So like I feel like in that spot you should have been, and this is really like kind of a clicker play because you make the pass and then you're like, how do I reset? Who's my guy? How do I reset? Like who's covering? The easiest thing is just to get back. But if you had read through the rush and said, I think this is my guy, but he's trying to drag me deep, so I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait in, and then you'd have perfect gap distance to handle this guy. So it's hard to anticipate that. But when Deuce is your deep partner, you can trust him quite a bit and find your whichever one of these three guys turns up will become your guy. So you kind of scuff Juice a little bit on that sequence, but he unhandles it anyway, so it doesn't matter. I really liked your stance there on the block. I liked your play there behind the net to collect it. I didn't think you had a pass or anything, so a little bit of a touch to control it, and then send it up the wall. And by that point, your forwards are kind of ready, and then your depth here is really good, managing it with 11. And here, like, I thought about this. I don't know if you just try and 50 it or what. Like, if you can read this quick enough, you know that if you get into this corner by any means over the top or even indirect, just getting past this stick I think should be your goal, not into the stick, because into the stick means chaos, and this is going to be a 50 with a swoop coming across to steal it. So you want to avoid that 50 by any means possible in my book, but that's just to try and like eliminate unpredictability in your game as much as possible. Like I don't like 50s. I don't want to 50 the puck that often. So I try and avoid the 50 stick when I got a forechecker coming at me. This is all pretty good. You regap, and then you're going to join, just kind of managing the back and forth of possession. You come in, you realize Juice is going to have it better. Then you're across. Now you're set up on the rim. Nice play. Okay, I could have sworn you were right D, but now you're lefty, so it was just a swap. I don't know if you're seeing this turn up and you're really trying to find that indirect. I kind of doubt it. This looks to me like you're just fighting for a puck. If you can scan on the way back and know that your pocket of possession, there'll be usually a spot you can spot the puck to, and your team will retain possession. You can always slam these up the boards, but like you're going to be kind of fighting the possession battle uphill for the entire game when you do. As it stands, I do think Chino turns up and is probably going to get a chance at this, but I think like if I'm 55 in this spot, I am really wanting that puck, because then you have turn up, and you have a breakout. So they keep it in on you. Find that. You sorry about the latency here, but so you're gonna pause at the net. God, keeps doing it at that one spot. To see if he's going to get walked and then go to him. I think it's good. I think that's how you should probably play that, even though that means you allow the reception. They get the chance through the seam and don't connect on it. I'm interested to see how you handle this comms-wise, so I'm going to turn on voice.
Bounce over.
Oh, that was interesting.
I got it. Me too.
So he hits, then 55's going to pour onto it. You'll have pressure.
All dead.
You got a lot of room.
Already. is he gonna stick now?
I think your mic's just really low.
I don't get
I
it.
assume that's you talking. I can't quite hear it.
Interesting. Okay, what is going on down here? Nice. Nice pass.
Yeah,
Oh, it's not
not
like
a ton. Okay, so if you can scan quickly enough, like you have red bodies owning this quadrant, and you're gonna send it into that quadrant. So like if you can understand or read the strong side quickly enough, getting the puck to that side of the ice by any means is going to be really beneficial to your team.
Nope. Good time.
So I mean, again, you get the shot off, but
Oh, it's
I
not
think
like
at this point, I don't mind it just tapping to him and then saying like, oh, maybe he can come and find like that. It's actually not a bad play. Like you don't just throw it back into the mud; you go indirect to him.
Yep.
But you can see like, I think if he's not VoIPing right now, he should be all over that. And as it stands, he should still be all over that. I don't know how he doesn't hit that, but it's a little bit of a lucky play.
He's gonna send it. Never mind.
Okay, yeah, so that is your mic.
Nice. Well done.
Turnovers shouldn't really affect you much.
Nice.
Goal.
Oh fuck.
Okay,
Yeah.
so puck goes
8 shots for
forward.
that one. Let's go. 8 shots for that.
Okay, so you're W holding right off the draw. I don't know if you ult or not.
One. Let's go. Oh fuck.
Okay.
Let's go. Oh fuck.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Go. 8 shots for that one.
So who has the shorter path to go to you? You or Juice? But Juice beats you, and it's probably because you're W holding off the draw. I don't think you need to W hold off the draw normally.
Let's go.
So
Oh,
you
fuck.
actually inch in and then you
Okay.
inch out. So you can see like
Fuck.
watch Juice.
Oh fuck. Let's go, man. Yo, I got 8
So you guys are both on the blue line.
shots for that one. Let's go.
It might just be like the turn.
Oh fuck.
I can't tell. I don't think he's like fully W hold. I don't know.
Oh
Maybe I'm
fuck.
overanalyzing it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, watch. See how they're forechecking? I gotta get a better frame here. So he goes, I got. But you're gonna turn up.
Oh fuck. I left ring.
Okay, so how I see that
Oh fuck.
is in that spot. Like, why not just face him? Come in and face him like this. Because F1 is coming in from this side. And this guy can't go past his line because this guy has to stay on this. And this guy's sealing the wall and cheating on the forecheck assignment entirely. So you're almost there. And if you're skilled enough to where you don't need to turn and face it, then so be it, and you can turn up and face it. But if you do that, you run the chance of them recovering in time. If they bail out of it and he climbs, he sends the pinch, and then they have bodies. So then this guy comes up and they handle everything. Then this pinch is going to come down and smother you. Sometimes this guy will be in and the pinch will come anyways. And if you're, so imagine if Juice had one touch this to you, Frog Team might have just come down this wall and then jammed you. But if you're facing it on this wall and he does that, you can send it and then spring 2-on-1. I think you could probably, like, as it stands, I honestly think that if you're facing him, like if you just go to the wall and stop right here, Juice won't touch it to you on the wall because he knows it'll get by Bubba. But then, I mean, your ass is to the boards, and you probably could catch this and skate. So it's just make sure you're available on that. That's all I'm saying. The other thing too is, like, in my book,
Oh fuck.
if you come to this, okay, so if I freeze it, if you come to this like this, you're facing the puck, you can see the forecheck. Let's say Juice tries to wheel the net and he gets met, or the puck gets blocked. He sends it, but the puck gets blocked. If you would come right here and faced it, then you're just following it, right? And when the puck gets turned over, you're there. But instead, when you're going to face this way, if this isn't Juice and this is some other defenseman and he turns it over, you're going, oh, I'm way late, versus just trailing and coming in and supporting.
Oh fuck. I left ring. You were telling. I was trying to find you. I was gonna find you, Chief. Yeah, it's the.
I'm confused on this.
Oh fuck. I left ring. You were telling.
I mean, he's saying he's trying to find you. Like, I think a couple of things. One, there's a point where you just have to bail out and you're feeling that. I think two, the pass should not be here. Because when the pass is there, you get met and you get met. I think the pass should be to this side. It's like, yes, he might be trying to use you, but I think he needs to find you in this ice, not in this ice where you're instantly going to get 50. So I think you did right by turning in that spot. Like, the pass isn't good. Like, that's 211. I mean, yeah, if you maybe streak through that lane. But then again, my point is like Frog T would meet you. You want that pass to be like this, leading you behind, so then he has to come back at you. So I think you're fine.
I was trying to find you. I was trying to find you, Chief. Yeah, it's this one. Sometimes we don't see you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sorry. I was distracted. I got fucking someone's like on my hand. I don't know what it is.
Blue time.
So like I'd be like screaming. I feel like this should just be like a tee up. Like if you're comfortable with your backhand, just be like, yeah, tee this up, and then like ask him to like present and just be like, hey, one timer, and just fucking hammer that, or like just hammer the tape to tape. Like these scissor plays just don't work. I've tried to find them, they just don't work. The in and out, it's not there. You just get jammed up. You get 50'd by the defensive team. Like this does not work. But like climb, and then like just no speed rip it does work. Like I'm convinced this stuff works for sure.
Blue time.
I took the bad route, man.
See how it just like it pulls you deep.
Damn. Yeah, I read that.
12 seconds. Nice
Okay,
pass.
that's the end of the period. This is like a really old VOD, but
Oh.
He knows. It was worse yesterday.
Oh, shit.
just gonna mute it and then go a little bit fast forward. I don't think you generally want to be going down this deep. You kind of want to play in this soft area, like over here. I just saw this on the earlier clip. I can show you too. Like before the intermission, like I think you can stop here. I don't think you want to be going below the dots, below the tops of the circles very often. If you stay out here, you have a better shooting angle. Here, even good shooting angle, but going below that, I think it puts you in too hard of a position to get back and defend. That one's at the end of the period. But here, like, there's times where you can look for these. But if you're this guy in the corner, wouldn't you want to just be like having an option up to the wall that he can release to? And then that allows like you to have a typical net front. This guy can reset onto the weak side, or you can just stay. He can climb, and like you can catch that and then go back to him. Potentially, if this guy pushes, like you're playing very volatile when you sprint up like that. It can hurt you defensively. When you're coming back on this, I think you should be scanning. You know, you have a forward coming behind you, and then you have this guy who's going to go on kind of like a route like that. You probably want to get to this side of the ice just in case this guy doesn't go forecheck, and he uses a soft rim. Like generally, you don't want to be double stacking this wall if Chino's going to keep coming down. If Chino's going to sprint off like that, then you can keep coming, and this guy is your F2. So it's about sorting who's F1 and who's F2. But if your F2 is going to come back and support it like this, you want to clear out of that lane so that way he has a clear lane up to the forward, and you're over here on the weak side. So that way when Chino gets it, you're going up ice, and you can potentially find that pass again. I'll just show it to you. You kind of go run and pick, and then you go back to it. Not the biggest deal, but potentially, you know, if you're going down into that area, he can always tap down lightly, and maybe you would win it. It also maybe by doing so, like if you're leaving, this guy might feel the need to like pop off of it or get above it, which makes it more likely for Gino to be open. Okay, so you're gonna work all the way over there. I would try and work inside these dot lines when the puck is in tenuous positions, like a 50 receive. If you live inside these dot lines, now with board bounce being like a little bit lighter, it's generally going to be healthy if you sit inside. There's times when you want to be on the wall, but this isn't one of them in my book, just because like the way that the puck's going down in the corner, you should know pretty early on that Chino isn't going to win this. You might have been trying to get around for him, but I think this is probably going to get punted up back up the strong side in some fashion. I want to be ready to cover these guys. You're going to the ice where F forward and forward are not, which means you're just going to have to sprint straight back when they get possession. Which is fine. Like you're in an okay position, but like you see how you're allowing your D partner to get two-manned by their two forwards, and so then this guy is going to have to work back to it. If you should be here right now, so that way if he chips it over Juice, whoever that defenseman is, like you're ready to gap it. But as it stands right now, he could have a play there, and you would be late getting onto it. And then if you're there, then 55 knows to just work back to the middle of the ice, and if they go cross, he pushes the cross. So just a little too wide. All of it decision making so far. All of it skating, like pathing, not mechanical or anything. That's good. I mean, this is just unfortunate based on how like you kind of went in. I will do a little bit of kind of like look at how you're handling these spots. If you're smart enough to be able to like scan, this is a soft spot for you. So as you sweep, I'd be trying to sweep the puck to that side of the ice or sweep down and around, because you know generally this is going to be your out. You're kind of sweeping just up the boards, which has stick and stick. If you were sweeping up over the head, then maybe it's spring 2-on-1. But I'd be thinking get it over here and if it's fast enough, it probably won't get blocked because his sticks to the inside, and it's probably a righty. So it's just, the second one is just a bounce. I won't fault you for that. You go behind the net, set up your push angle. Good. I mean, yeah. That's all good. Hand off, let 3 push it. You stay on your guy, you cover the seam. We get possession. Okay, so like, this is really risky. Like, I can tell you right now, this is just too risky. So like, whether this is, whoever this is, like, it looks like he's about to get swiped. I don't know what happens on this play. It looks like 98's about to swipe this. And when he does, he'll be looking for a hard swipe, something like that. And you have a guy behind you. And so when that happens, it's a breakaway against. Like, this should be a breakaway against. For some reason, 11 is back skating. I don't know why. Like, he's in behind you. I could tell you that was happening a mile away. Yeah, your forward should have gotten the shot off for sure. But this is just how it happens. Like, you have to be ready for these quick counters. What do you gain from joining the rush in this situation? Are you going to get the trailer pass? No, you're never going to. Like, because of the way they've sealed the top, like, you're last man back. So when you go into this, what it should look like is skate, then he sets up on the cross, essentially, so it's kind of like that. And then you have, so he's going to take that ice. You have puck, and then across, and then you have D, strong side. So you want to seal the wall on the strong side. And then you're the top, so it's a diamond. Like, you have to be behind whoever's the, if he goes, if the opponent skates to here, then you can be there. You can go up that far. But if he's hanging out behind you, you have to double back and stay above it. Otherwise, you'll just get counted on for goals. And it's just about discipline. Like, this is, again, just too easy. So that's that. Good. I mean, like, this is pretty obvious that you know what it had to come down for this. And then if he does, he finds a cross for breakaway. So good play by you. Good placement. No need to overcomplicate your breakout or hang on to it too much and get a bunch of touches. Okay, you get breakaway. So why'd you leave? Like, you have all 4 of the opponent below their goal line. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the goalie. Like, there's not enough intention with this board bounce. So you're gonna board bounce in. I mean, I know it just happened. The puck probably shouldn't have come to you there. I don't know what they were doing, but no reason for you to board bounce, in my opinion. Just seal that wall. Good. I think you can hesitate a bit. Oh god. I think you can hesitate a bit longer. Like, if you can walk this line between, like, hey, this is a pretty good play if you want to tee me up, but I also need to get above you in case this puck gets blocked and squirts out. So, like, kind of walking it in and then saying, okay, no, which is pretty much the route you took. The route you took is already veering down right now. So if the pass did come, you would have had to go back for it. But if you manage your sprint, like right here, I don't know what is this. So like, he probably can't use you because 11 would beat it every time. But you board bounce, you're sprinting. Right now, you're sprinting. You used a lot of sprint, just kind of. I don't remember this play. Where am I? Did I go too far forward? Okay, sorry. Here we go. What? Okay, yeah, here we go. Sorry. So breakaway, memeing, sticking the legs, all good. The puck comes off the wall. Okay, there we go. Breakout. Okay, so what are you scanning? I'm kind of all over the place here. Oh, this is good. This is good. I mean, it could have gotten stopped by 11 if he was a little bit more disciplined, but it's still good. Okay, so like, you realize how you make that pass. You're gonna join with two behind you, which is fine. But like, at this point, I don't know if you can keep, like, you're just drifting. You're taking too long to turn around. But then you recognize it. But like, okay, so then you get here. Puck is deep. Yeah, okay, that's fine, it's fine. It's all fine. So I'm not a big fan. I already said this is the first part of it, and you keep finding these. I would just stop and tee yourself up and present your stick and be like, yep, if you want it, I can put this through the net. You obviously are climbing, so you can't. But I would just stop. Like, it's kind of like the dot line rule. Here, he's climbing out of it. He's making a pretty risky play, but it's also a pretty dynamic play. But the last thing he wants is his D going to the corner on a risky play where he's climbing the wall. I know you're thinking like let's run an inside-outside scissor, but like I said in the previous period, I just don't think they're there. I think it's really hard to execute them when you're getting swarmed like that. So now you're here. Like why? Okay, so you're probably thinking I gotta roll out of here and let these forwards go back to work. But if you recognize that your defense partner is gonna get heads up on this, like there's nothing wrong with you just like cutting off your route and going to the net because he's probably gonna send it, right? He doesn't have anything here, so then he buys time. Then he turns it over, but like he's trying to make a play because he doesn't have a net front at this moment. He's already turned himself upright, but there's no one to send it over the top to. He could send this over the top if he were there. Maybe he doesn't want to, and maybe he wouldn't have done that anyways. But he turns up here, doesn't see anything. Maybe he has that. I think he should have hit that, but a lot of people don't see that lane. Okay, so you're back. Kind of just stuck. You let someone else make the push, go back to the slot, protect. Okay. You see how, like... Okay, no, it's... I mean, it's fine. I just think you're a little active, but making good plays. I think you could just let the play come to you a little bit more. You're always on the run. So watch, like... He's going to turn back. Use all your speed. Like, he's gone. He's gone in behind you right now. If he pushes that for himself, he's gone in behind you. Then you're overturning. Like, it's the route. Why not just follow him? See how you... So all he has to do to shed you is just to dig a little bit deep and then come back, and you just keep going straight. You don't wait for him to come back for you. Like when he digs deep, just slow, and then meet him again. So when he takes this little like divot route, you're still with him, but all he's done is a little divot route, and he's lost you. And now, like if 11 had handled it better, he'd be gone. So, I mean, through 3 minutes of this period, you've let someone behind you 3 or 4 times, not executed, but windows of opportunity for them to execute it. So these are just good plays. You start like net sitting and they're seaming you underneath. Pretty standard good play. It's unfortunate. I think you're doing the right thing by going back to the net. I'm not going to just point out that the puck would have been in front of you if you had, because obviously you don't know that. That's just hindsight analysis. I'm surprised that you dove down at that. I would think I would veer off on this because 55 can do this job, and you can be above it. But you stay on it. It's fine, I guess, as long as you guys both know what each other are doing. It's a good amount of wandering. So I'm wondering, like, where do you think you're going to end up on this route? Because right now, what happens if you just stay here? Or you slowly inch up, but you stay sealed on the wall. Just like wait for the game to come to you. Here's your stick. I'm right here. You got me same if you need. So when this guy goes and pushes out, and you just keep coming down, couldn't you just set up 55 on a little button hook tag play, and seam it to him? You're gonna clear out and go on this slant downhill to your D zone. You're basically saying, you guys break out. I'll be back on D when you're ready. But then you're also going deep. You're skating into coverage. A lot of board bounce. Like, look how both you and 5 are just like, board bounce off. And the guy with the puck is like, what the fuck? Where do I pass it now? I thought I had maybe a same. Now, look, what's happening here? 11 was covering you, and because you just made yourself no longer an option, he's going to pinch the hell out of the puck. Am I wrong? He went from being behind you. If you just stayed there, 3 could skate it. And then, maybe he jumps by you and still get it, but, like, he can tap to you. He can go across to 55. 5 can go on a sprint route. Maybe you can find that. But because there's all this uncertainty and everyone's in a rush to get to like a different spot, 3 has nothing. Okay. Pretty deep on that, but you end up setting a nice gap. Okay. I think you should be here right now. But I don't know what you gain from being in the middle of the ice. But honestly, if your style is just to play on the dot line, I'm not sure. I'm conflicted on it. All right, who's your guy? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Okay, so when this sets up, you got goalie puck retrieve on the goal line. You you see one coming downhill at you and one coming uphill away from you, and then post. Those are their outlets that they've showed you. Okay, so who's marking who? 55 is going to puck, so he might seal off that. So now, and 11's like in the net, so you don't need to worry about them at all. But you need to worry about picking up one of either 1 or 2. And because 3 is further up the ice than you, it's a lot easier for him to shift across and cover the guy who's running away than it would be for you to get out there and cover him. He's going to run all the way to this side. You're not going to get there. So your D partner is expecting you to pick up this guy who's skating towards you, and he'll go across and pick up the other guy. Now watch. So now he's in behind you. Oh my god, is it intermission? I mean, it is now. It was 5 seconds left. But it's still time, enough time that if he had sent it on the dot, with 6 seconds left, I don't think that's enough time to stop playing. But, alas, I didn't see time fully. Okay, third final period. So it looks like you're going to go pinch this. I don't absolutely hate it because it does look like he's going to bobble it. 11 probably streaks through there, or he gets turned around and goes after it. As long as these guys get above it, you should be fine. At this point, I still think you can abandon it if you don't like it. If he's going to go back, I don't know if he's going to get in front of him, so then 3 has to go pick up him. And then if 11 goes, you're giving up a 2-on-1 because Chino can't get quite ahead of it. But there's a potential that you still find the block and it's okay. 11 doesn't even go for it, so then you do end up having numbers back, and you're okay to pinch this. But I still think that originally what you're doing here isn't all that much different than what Chino could have done, and then you're just back above it playing D. But I understand why you ended up going for it. But now you're going to give up, a rush. This isn't too bad. You have forwards back, but forwards can't really be trusted to play defense. So it's in the back of your net, but I do think it's just kind of like a lucky shot. But again, just watching it in full, like, you go up and meet it. I would be worried about this guy's speed and this guy's speed. Not so much worried about going down there to hit the puck. But I don't think it was the worst pinch in the world, so it's all good. Little breakout where you're pretty tight, tight pressure. No one coming down on him there, so you can probably go back same, but he's sitting on it. And then here, so you didn't make the decision to hold on to it, which is pretty good. And at this point, undisciplined F2 comes to the middle of the ice, so now you can just rim it out, and he's going to be skating 3-on-2. You make the decision to go back same, which is probably like the least favorable outcome, because it's going to force your forward to come low, you shift across, he shifts up, and he slides across. But sometimes you can still execute it if you're able to kind of catch like a diagonal pass like this. Chino makes a nice cut, turning onto the puck, so you guys pull it off, which is a pretty good way to handle tight pressure. I don't know what happens here. This might be a 50 that you win, it might not. But this isn't something that you, like, you're failing the fundamental check of, this is your guy. Can anyone else cover him if he turns right now? No. Can someone else pinch this tighter and better angle than me? Yes. So why not just serve above it and pick up the guy going to the net? You're last man back. But instead, just like the last play where you guys got scored on, you're going to come back onto this. So, like, if he had just held it, he puts it right over your head on the dot, and that's a breakaway again. As it stands, it still turns into an odd man rush, despite them blundering it. Just a little thing, but, like, if he's going to skate that and drag it up, why not just trail it on the wall in case? Because watch how they back check, I'll freeze it. Like, they're all pouring onto this puck hard, push, and backwards push. He doesn't really have that much. If he wants to get it across, he has to put it through 2 sticks. If he wants to put it on net, he can with a crasher. That's probably the best play. But there's always, like, if they're going to over back check like this, if you just trail this up the ice, sometimes you can set up a nice little drop. Not saying that should have been the play. I'm just saying that, like, there's no reason not to, like, just follow it up like that. The other reason is when you're watching how tight this gap is, if 11 were to swipe that, it's going to pop in a way that might shoot straight back down. So he's swiping on it, and 3 does a pretty nice job holding out in front of him. But in that case, you want to be right here in case it does. If he swipes on it, it's going to come down more than likely, or go up or down. So you want to be sealing that wall. This is pretty good. There's a bit of hesitation as to who's going to cover the stretch, because Juice, I assume that's Juice 3 lets him get in behind him. So that the call should be, I got the push. You have pretty tight backwards pressure. I don't really think you should be ever letting them get off the wall. But because you hesitated and thought that you might have to go, like you weren't sure if he was going to, maybe he'd come back at it. There's a little bit of hesitation, which means Bubba can escape off the wall and play in this little pocket of space. And it's just because there's hesitation. And let's check.
I gotta trust, man. I gotta trust.
You know, I was
No.
talking-
Oh, you gotta trust, man. I gotta trust.
So you guys are trying to sort, and you're late.
Yeah, I can squeeze if you want. Nice. Yeah, he's completely blocked off the mid.
So it's okay, but there's no reason he should have ever gone off the wall. I think you should always win this. It looks like you might have been pressing S or something. Like that's, you just got movement gap there for a goal. Because if you freeze frame it right here, sorry, if you freeze frame it here, he's turning in. You have more turn. He's facing that way, you're facing that way, and then the depth, the puck's gonna go up, hit and go up the wall. So you should always win that race, and he made a tighter turn than you. Maybe that's edge work, maybe that's, I'm not sure, but that's just a little thing. Okay, so you're gonna let 11 slip to 3, but then if you're gonna let him slip, you gotta pick up this guy. So this is forward. Okay, forward, forward, D, D. You guys gonna both cover him? And you're just gonna let this be a direct up same, wide open receive and make 55 push it after receiving it? When you could be stepping into this and jamming it and forcing it denied, and that way 55 only has to worry about holding middle and then picking up 98 if he happens to find that diagonal. It's crazy like what you can get away with. Because it's just about sorting. Like, I'm gonna show it one more time. If he's gonna streak through here, hand that off to your D partner, stay up, pinch off 88. Because 55 is rolling up on the draw, so someone's got to cover this guy. What you're doing here is the same thing as what Frog T was doing in the previous clip, where he wasn't staying tight when you're picking it up here and he's skating away. He's not staying tight on that draw. It's the same thing as what you're doing there, because you're not sure if you're supposed to go that deep. But then you have no problem pinching all the way into the goal line on the first goal against. Okay, that was mean. I just mean, like, play consistently. Nice, really nice block. Up same, springs 2-on-1, really good. Nice, get an assist on that. I think you can skate these back. It might be fine if he wins the race. You can probably skate it back too, and then maybe if 11 jumps you, then you have Lay in behind for Juice. But you might win this too. It gets blocked down. Get it back, shot. 88's your guy, 88. Okay, you're gonna hand it off, go up puck. Good. That can change dynamically, and it's pretty obvious. Just like instant trigger. It's a nice cut. Just happens. Playing the wall, playing the boards in case it's squirted low. I like it. Are you going after this puck? Okay. But now 88's your guy, you realize that, right? Okay, you're gonna go crazy a little bit, but it happens to the best of us. Trying to solve it. Nice. Kind of hit the panic button after a certain threshold. I mean, I don't know. I guess he tries to find the hit on you. Does he? No, he misses it. So then you panic. You can always lay to this soft side. This forward's going to come low. Gets it out with the lead. Not bad. Starting to stay above it better now. Good turn. Nice. Like, that's a perfect turn. That's really good. Allowed you to win possession without playing too safe, but also not giving him the breakaway. That's what you want. Yep, nice. Good ending of the game.